Yeah, but I went to. She went to the. Everybody seemed to have a bathroom issue right now. So, okay, there we go. All right, we taping as far as video. Okay, well, we're gonna be reading from. Calm down, I got you, boo.
Oh, okay.
And you can't chew gum on the show.
I know.
Here we go, right here. All the stuff, the art museum, the YMCA, the other part.
Oh, so we're gonna share this paper?
Yeah, because the stuff on here, I'm gonna present this right here, and you
what,
just
what am I saying?
what?
Where am I?
Read and Cincinnati Art Museum. You ain't got to read that verbatim. We'll get to it. Just and then there's the YMCA's information for where the camps is. There's the YMCA if you ain't local, and that's what you wanted to mention right there. So we got this, but I got 1 minute to the show, so I got to get ready to go. Everything's recording. Black Evie, you there? But here we're gonna do this like this. All right. So I'm about to go live in just a second. So you know what? I really want that to go. If you can not mess that one up and turn this one this way, and I got to go in just a second. The blue mic. Huh? This one just turn it a little bit, so I'll be better in the shot. Shoot. All right, we're gonna be going live in about 30 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, that's cool. You're moving now. Okay, we just have to go. All right, I'm about to go live now, so close that door, please. You go. You done? All right. I'm going on the air now. WAIF Cincinnati. WAIF is your community radio station. We serve only to open our airways to responsible, divergent point of views. Opinions expressed on the Get in the Know show do not reflect those of WAIF staff, board of trustees, or other programmers. The opinions are my own views, those of my guests, my callers, and my co-host. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. Hello, Cincinnati and beyond. Coming to you straight in your home and in your time zone. Once again, weekly on Wednesdays. It's your host, Mitri, and thanks for joining me on Get in the Know radio show, where knowledge plus people equals solutions. I'm sorry, y'all got a little stumbled there. I'm so excited about today's topic. You know, we transparent. I stumbled on my words, so let me restate that. If knowledge is priceless and information is key, then people plus knowledge equals solutions. So let's get into know. Go to your quiet space, free your minds, open your hearts, and breathe. I think I'm gonna take that dose of medication for myself and slow it down because I'm stumbling over my words today. You know, if y'all all see this pollen outside everywhere, it's really bothering my eyes and my throat. So excuse me if I sound a little rough on the radio today. It's just this weather won't stop. Ever since that aurora borealis CME with the sun happened, I thought that it was going to change something about the weather, and it did. But moving forward, again, I'll repeat, let's go to our quiet spaces, free our minds, and open our hearts, and breathe. While we enjoy listening to the Getting to Know weekly tribute to my daughter, love you, baby. Mama Dukes always love you. Jump your groove. Birth, August 10th, 1988. Unbelievable, the divine one chose me to be Tiara's delivery way. Unbelievable, Tiara's spirit is powerful. Her heart is pure. Her soul is unique. Unbelievable, now I'm touched by my angel. Tiara's love is in heaven for me. Unbelievable, our journey together. Our downs, our ups, our lows, our highs. Unbelievable, our journey together is eternity, mother-daughter love for life. Unbelievable, Tiara, I pledge to you with tender love and care. Unbelievable, your legacy will shine. I dedicate to you, your foundation, Joanne. Oh, it's just a regular KBZ dollar. I guess I shouldn't be discussing this like this because we are videotaping. His kingdom. Here now, your faith is forevermore. Unbelievable. You always say I love you. And I always say little with all my heart. Unbelievable. Now our love is in spirit. Is our rainbow in the stars. All right. Unbelievable. About to come back. All right, all right, all right. Thank you once again for joining me on remembering my daughter and her legacy of being happy, healthy, and in harmony. I really am thankful that everybody is listening to the show, supporting us, calling in, texting, emailing, like, commenting, and sharing. It's just overwhelming of love and bringing their ideas because I want everybody to remember that this show is not about me. It's about all of us getting in the know. So I want y'all to teach me some things and call in and hit me up in emails and stuff with your topic ideas. I want to get some of y'all on the show because I want to get in the know too. It's barter and trade information here. Actually, they ain't even barter and trade. It's sharing information. I just wanted to put that little tidbit out there and let everybody know I'm thankful for all the help that you all give me as listenership, my support team, with getting to know team members and everything. So now, since I've said all of that, today's topic is actually a juicy one. It's about our children. And we've called it All About the Youth Summer 2024. And we've done some extensive research to try to line up opportunities from everywhere from an infant to up to 24 years old. And we even found some programs that help people a little bit further out in their life if they have developmental delays. So today we're going to be sharing summer camps, jobs, and activities for our youth. And hopefully you guys can still get in on some of these because we did do the research and all the ones that we're sharing today have available space and are still taking clients in. But before we get to our topic, as always, I love to get my mic hot and let my studio team go ahead and introduce themselves, and then we'll shoot over to the phone to for Black Evie to introduce herself.
Greetings, everyone. This is John Love. I am grateful to be here today. Let's try to stay dry on this rainy day we're going to have today. And thank you for listening.
All right, all right, all right. KBZ.
What's up, my people? It's KBZ on the mic. We're here to talk about what we can do with and for our children this summer, and to understand how to be better prepared for what to do with and for our children next summer.
All right, all right, all right. Black Evie.
Hey everybody, it's Black Evie in the building here to give you some nice little safety tips for your kids this summer. Stay tuned and I'm here to help.
All right, all right, all right. Now, we're going to go ahead and get this mic hot in just a second. We're going to discuss the topic for about 15 to 20 minutes so you can get the information and write it down. And always at the end of the show, I give you my email and my office phone if you didn't get to hear it. And we do all the shows on YouTube, so you'll be able to watch and hear it there. So you can get at me if you don't get to write this information down, if you come into the show late or it's too much background noise, whatever it is. We always keep the information. We always send out our links so you guys will stay in the know. So with that being said, we're just going to go ahead and dive into this topic. So I'm going to start with best point, and I'm going to explain a little bit about what research I did, and everybody will weigh in from their point of view. We kind of divided the task up amongst everybody on the show so we can make sure we kind of do a wraparound with services for everybody. And best point I found out was a central hub of a location via the internet where they kind of put multiple camps there. And that was a little bit easier to deal with because I can just tell y'all that direct website address, and then you can go there and then you can scroll through the camps and see what each one offers. But what I do want to do is I am going to read verbatim something that they put down here, and then I'm going to talk about a couple of these camps that they said, and then you can log on yourself and find out more. So, best point, our summer camps for kids are designed to be active, that both educate and stimulate while having fun. Children will be split into age groups. The programs provide campers the opportunity to participate in recreational activities, educational activities, arts and crafts, and swimming. All of our camp counselors are CPR and AED and first aid certified for children. And that's very important for everybody to know because you don't just want to send your kid to a camp that's not ready in case something happens. We always got a plan for contingencies. And of course, we're praying that nothing does happen, but let's go ahead and make sure we're prepared. And best point is with their camp links. Now, I found out something called Camp I Can. And this is these camps that I'm going over. These camps are geared at children with developmental, mental, physical obstacles and barriers that they have to overcome. So each one of these camps deal with a specific type of barrier or obstacle or a differently able thing that they have to adjust to. Like I said, I just went through a few of them and I'm going to share them right now. We'll talk it up in the studio and I'll give you the link. So Camp I Can is for a 10-week camp session for kids that are ages 4 to 12, and it's helping develop their leadership skills. They do weekly field trips, and they have traditional camp activities. And they believe that everybody can, so they adapt and overcome those barriers of whatever the children are dealing with in their lives. Then you have one called Ready, Set, Work. It's a 4-week summer career and community exploration program that is geared towards high schoolers with ASD, and that's being on the spectrum. And the exact words for ASD are KBZ. Do you know the exact words for ASD?
Number the autism
Yeah, autism spectrum.
spectrum.
Yes, because I just noticed in my notes here of just keeping it real, I just got the acronym and not the actual word, but it is on the autism spectrum and it is ASD and other related disorders. And again, when I give you the website, you'll be able to log on and see all of these camps. But I thought that was pretty neat because they're gearing it towards the older children that are still children that don't want to go to a camp, maybe having be differently able and they want to work. And I really embrace that because my daughter, she had special needs too. And in school, I kept her on an IEP till she graduated. So having these opportunities to associate with support opportunities in the summer for the children is great. The next one is Ready to Work. And it's a 10-week paid summer internship. Now, this one is a little bit different. It's for adults from 18 to 25. So it's kind of like the sequel to Ready Set Work. Ready to Work is when they're over 18 and on up to 25, and it's also dealing with autism related disorders, and it requires them to have a high school diploma, and they have to complete an application and interview for the process. So it gets a little bit more formal when they get ready, set work. They're preparing for ready to work. And we have pulled up, thanks KBZ for pulling this up off the internet. And I apologize for not having the acronym correct for you all. But right now it's Autism Spectrum Disorder. That's what ASD stands for. So a recap, Ready, Set, Work is for the high schoolers. The 4-week program is kind of like the prequel to the next one, which is Ready to Work, which is the 10-week program where they get paid for the summer internship. And they're 18 to 25 when they go to the next one, which is Ready to Work. They need to have their high school diploma, and they have to complete an official application and interview process. I think that's pretty neat because they're stacking up on each other. So, what participants will receive in the Ready to Work program is on the job training and support from a job coach, compensation for their time at US Bank, employ, employability, woo, employability and workplace behavior classes, comprehensive skills assessment, updated resume and cover sheet. I mean, I think that's awesome. I really want to find a program that does that outside of the ASD. I'm thankful and grateful they're doing that with the ASD, and I can't give it more kudos than that. Best Point has this really sold up very well here, but I am going to look for a program outside of that for people that don't have ASD because that's a good start for our children coming out of high school into young adulthood. Um, Now, these camps, other camps that they have listed on there, again, I just pulled out 3 or 4 of them to mention to you, but there are other camps for every disability, obstacle, or barrier that you can think of on this website. And they do come with a fee, but they do have scholarships available. Of course, it's a limited spots available for that. So you really want to log on and start looking into this one pretty soon. So this is called Best Point Educational Behavioral Health. Their telephone number is 513-272-2800. Again, Best Point Behavioral Health and Education, 513-272-2800. You can reach them online at bestpoint.org/summer dash camps. Once again, online, bestpoint.org/summer dash camps. Y'all got to check them out and save your spot and get in where you fit in because the spots are not going to be available too much longer. School is almost out. So I want you guys to get your children enrolled into something that is positive so we don't have a lot of kids running around here with nothing to do because we know the idle time is the devil's and we don't need the devil messing with our children and their heads.
Amen.
Amen, 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 amen. So I'm going to pass the mic for a minute and let Love share something and KBZ weigh in on it. And I'm going to come back and share some more. And Black Evie, she's going to weigh in too. So, Love, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I have done a little research myself as well. I had checked out the YMCA, and I see they have a lot of programs going on for the summer and all year round. You know, they have swim lessons and private swim lessons, and that's all year round. They take ages from 6 months old all the way up to adults. And if you need to learn how to swim or would love to learn how to swim, that would be a great place to go. Yes, it will be a small fee, which you all can log on to the website of the YMCA to find out the cost of the program. They have deals for members. If you are a member of the YMCA, you could participate in many of their activities and camps that they have going on at a lower rate. But if you're not a member, it may be a little more expensive, but that's okay. We could take our time and maybe save up, if not for this year, maybe next year. But it will be a good place for children to have a lot of activities to keep them busy for the summertime. And they have this little thing going on with the babies, the Ninja Zone. That is for babies to learn how to coordinate themselves, learn how to use obstacles, and to work at their own pace. And that's for children from 18 months up to 7 years old. That would be a nice little program as well to check out for your babies. And they have overnight camp, they have day camp, and they have special day camps for children who have special needs as well. And you could check out the YMCA in many locations. All of them may have the same thing or similar programs, but they all not at the same time. So you could go to your local you could go to your local website, mywhy.org program camps, to check out their applications, what other programs they have on there. They have multiple programs that you can attend, and that's for the local Cincinnati area, mywhy.org program. And they have food pantries as well. They will have local food pantry offer at many YMCA. You could go to their website for more information to find out the exact time and date and how to apply for the food pantry. And you could go to the YMCA website, once again, mywhy.org program camp, to participate but a lot of programs and activities they have. Check them out. They have day camp, overnight camp, extended camp, and camps for parents who need their children to go somewhere while they are at work or participating in important activities. But that's what I have for you all today, right now. And I would like to pass this on to KBZ to share the little information she
Wait a minute,
has.
KBZ, hold on. We're gonna put KBZ on in just a second. Give me about 30 seconds, KBZ, please. I wanna say something to what Jalub just said about the camps locally. Locally, if you're looking for a YMCA program, there are several YMCA's that have programs like Jalub said, but the website is mywhy.org/programs with an S /camp. Once again, you got to put it in like I'm saying it. My Y, that's MYY.org/programs/camp. That would take you to the local Cincinnati Y page where you will see all the summer camps with the locations. You can click where you desire, whichever camp is best for you, depending upon what your needs are. And for all of my global listeners or national listeners that are not in the local Cincinnati area, the YMCA does this all over the United States. Years ago, I used to live in the South, and I joined the Y and actually had my children in programs at the Y. So if you want to find out about a Y in your area, you're not in the Cincinnati area, go to ymca.org. ymca.org. It will lead you to your local area. You drop a zip code or something in to actually find your local Ys and what they're doing. And my last little tidbit, I know I took longer than 30 seconds, KBZ, I apologize.
It's all right.
But my last little tidbit was something else years ago, not here locally in Cincinnati, but when I was living in the South. Went to the Y, and I myself am a naval disabled veteran. And I had the one child, but I actually raised another child too. And my funds were really low, but I needed to get us into some activities. So, long story short, we joined the Y, and they have like a hardship membership program that at that time was reasonably priced for the entire family. I mean, it was less than it was like $25. But that was years ago. I don't know what the prices may or may not be now, but it's duly worth mentioning. So if you are in a situation where you're a disabled parent and you don't work and you depend on disability and social security and stuff to fund your household, but you have children that you care for, then you still can go to the Y, and they have programs for hardships like that. So I really wanted to share that to make sure that everybody understood how to reach the links and what the plethora of opportunities for our children to learn and grow in a positive manner. Now I promise I'm gonna be quiet. KBZ, go for it.
The Y still has that program. If you receive SNAP, uh, uh, TANF, are eligible. You are eligible for that program. You have to fill out an application. The last time I checked, it was free. Then at this stage of our economy and politics, it may be a small charge, but the Y still does have that program.
Oh, that is so good to hear, for
Yeah.
real. That is so good.
Now, it may be select wise, so you would have to see what check the wise in your neighborhood and see which ones do offer that.
Yeah, I do remember when we were in it years ago, we did it at a specific Y
Mhm.
and not like on the internet or anything like that. So definitely, y'all check this out, for real. So KBZ, what you got on that paper over there?
Well, my responsibility was find jobs for these kids for this summer, which is a tough road to hoe at this particular stage of the game because a lot of the stuff that is out there needs to be applied for usually by the end of March. I know that the park department has a specific program for kids in the summertime, and they get to help clean up the park and learn what the flowers are and the trees and uh, help keep our city beautiful and green. Uh, the city hires all of the managers for the pools and all of the lifeguards for the pools. Now, of course, a lifeguard requires lifeguard certification. So if you're a swimmer, you need to get to either the Y, and I think the rec center over on Southern Avenue, if it's still open, because I haven't checked in a while, used to do lifeguard certification. But that's a good job. I mean, and it can be a year-round job because lots of places have indoor pools and they need lifeguards. Um, a lot of summer camps are looking for lifeguards. So that's through the city, and you can do that uh, down at City Hall. Um, I found two websites, Jobs Bear and Job Now, that had a lot of employment opportunities. Now, all of it wasn't necessarily for kids, but for the 18 to 25 age group, 18 to 35 age group probably, there were a lot of opportunities there.
I still don't consider them kids.
Okay.
Okay.
I have grandchildren in that age range. Employment.org. Kings Island is always hiring. Great Wolf Lodge is something we don't think about, but they're hiring. And Super Soccer Stars is hiring. There is Altitude Trampoline Parks, and there are one in Anderson, one in Mason. There are 3 or 4 of them around the city. They're hiring. So Walmart hires 16-year-olds and up. You have to be 18 to work at Sam's. Amazon has a lot of online jobs, and I'm pretty sure that you got a little nerdy kid that likes to be on the computer. He can make money helping Amazon get its products where they need to go. There are a lot of online jobs, and it's kind of hard, I would think, to put an age limit on an online job because there usually is no in-person contact. Everything's over the computer, so
you can be who you want.
right. So that is an opportunity. City does hire young folks uh, for a lot of the municipal work. I mean, it can turn into a job. I'm not sure whether or not the post office still has this program that allows, I think, 16 and up to start working part time, either after school or during the summer. You can tell I'm old because we used to have that program. Hamilton County Youth Employment Services. The lady's name is Sarah Gray. She's the manager. Her number is 513-946-0400. And the website is hamil.yep@hs.ohio.gov.
No. That is her email. That is not the website.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You know me and all of this tech stuff. But anyhow, most of this is for people whose income is at 200% poverty level. And that is geared toward helping you to gain gainful employment, take care of yourself. But it is for the youth. And most youth programs, I know you can get a job at 14. The law says that you're eligible to work at 14. But finding jobs for 14 and 15-year-olds is tough. 16 and up seems to be the standard on youth employment. So that's what I found out there. And if there's anything else out there, please text or email us and let us know. We will report it.
Ooh, I like that drop you just put there. KBZ said text or email us and we'll give you the contact info at the end of the show. If you know about something or you didn't hear this all the way through because you tuned in late. Now I'm going to back up to what KBZ was giving you was the email address. And I apologize, KBZ, because I might have came off a little rough there. I just didn't want any confusion with the email and the website.
Right.
The actual website to Hamilton County Youth Employment Program is HCJFS as in Sam .org/youth employment. Once again, Hamilton County Youth Employment Program website is HCJFS.org/youth employment. And before I get Black Evie to weigh in on something, I want to ask her about Amazon, what she might know about that for the youth. But before I pull her in, I want to make mention of this program years ago. Once again, we might be telling our ages. It was called Cincinnati Committee on Youth. It was called CCY. It was something, you remember that?
Yeah.
CCY.
And I remember we could start working with them at 13 years old. And I got a job at 13. Before that, I worked for Victory Neighborhood Services, and I actually was working there at 11. I don't know if they still got that going.
No,
they don't.
Victory's out of business.
Yeah, child labor laws. I heard that, Black Evie. Remember, you still on the mic. Okay. We was just talking. Look, we talking about putting. Wait a minute. I'm passing the mic to you in just a second, boo boo, because I want to know about Amazon. Wait a minute. Y'all got me tripping. Okay. Wait a minute. The child labor laws, they need to be shook up before we go any further. Yeah. I don't know if we for or against them, but we shook them up. Okay. For them. Okay. All right. Yeah. Jokes aside, we are for the child labor laws, but back in the day when we was coming up, we was working as soon as we could walk. Okay. We had some kind of little hustle going on.
Going to the grocery store for the seniors.
That part.
Emptying garbage for the seniors.
Yes.
Cutting people line for them.
Heck yeah.
Lawn care is a very viable opportunity out here.
And it don't matter how old you are for that.
Right.
Because you can be a kidpreneur at any age. And I think our next segment all about the kids, we're gonna do something for kidpreneurs, because I go to a lot of pop-up shops and it just really makes me almost want to cry when I see a kid with a booth and they selling their product that they believe in, that they created, they researched and developed. And sometimes I'm like, you know what, little one, you going somewhere. Yo, you doing better than me. Can I sit down and talk to you so I can get in the know?
Right.
Okay? Y'all better stay tuned because we can learn from everybody.
Yes.
So, yeah, so check out the Hamilton County Youth Employment Program and see what they offer down there. But what I did want to mention that I'm gonna ask let Black Evie weigh in on this Amazon or whatever else she has to say. I really am stressing getting our children into something positive for the ones that need to be watched and the ones that need to start learning community-based education, getting them into something like for employment, career development, as such we're talking, because these are our future leaders. And if we don't train them up the way that they need to go, we're going to end up with a whole bunch of Donald Trumps. And I don't want that. And then we be in the P. Diddy, TD Jakes, and everybody else mess. I'm not going to comment on any of that, weigh in one way or the other. I just don't want that mess anymore. So, Black Evie, it's on you, boo. How about what you got to say, and let us know if you know anything about Amazon and kids.
Okay, first of all, what I got to say is give it up for CCY. That was like summertime program for kids. Okay, that was just great. I mean, every kid in Cincinnati couldn't wait to get 13 to 14 years old because we knew we could work, and that's what we wanted to do. But you all named off a major list, a long list of new programs that are out there, not nationwide and locally. And I hope that people do take complete advantage of this information. This is an extremely informative show. So people are going to have to play this back and take notes. But anyway, I am here today to listen, learn, and just to give you a few tips. All this summertime fun that we're talking about for the kids, let's talk about some fun in the sun safety tips. All right, the sun is real, and kids don't go outside to play as much as when we were kids.
Hello.
That was our job. Our job was to go outside and play. All right, that from sun up to sundown. But kids these days they're not outside as much. But when they are outside, you gotta protect your kid in the sun while they're in the sun. So first, you need to know that the sun's rays are strongest between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Alright? So be very vigilant during these times. If you drop your kid off to camp, make sure they have plenty of water, make sure they have sunglasses, make sure they have hats. In a lot of cases, you want to put long sleeves on your children, a lightweight long sleeve shirt, and possibly lightweight long pants instead of shorts for protection from bug bites and the sun as well. You actually stay cooler when you have on long sleeves in the summer. I know it sounds crazy, but you do stay cooler. I mean, don't go wearing a sweatshirt. You're not gonna, no hoodies. No, you're not gonna stay cool.
Looking like you about to rob a bank or something. Looking suspicious.
Right, a nice little lightweight long sleeve for boys, lightweight t-shirt material. For girls, maybe like a lightweight cotton, like a little tunic, long sleeve lightweight tunic, or a little baby doll shirt. Things of that nature can help protect their skin from bug bites and sun rays. Whenever your child is going to be outside to protect them from the sun, you want to use some sun protection SPF. Okay, that is for everyone.
Ethnic group too. I'm sorry, Black Evie. I just want to throw that out there.
Thank you. Culture, no matter your culture, race, creed, whatever. Okay.
The sun don't discriminate, and that CME that made the aurora borealis come where it wasn't supposed to be. The sun doing a lot of work right now. Pay attention to what Black Evie said. I usually don't like to do what I just did, but the sun can get y'all.
It can, and apply that sunscreen 30 sure the kid is going to be outside, all right, and reapply every couple of hours after that, or after they get out the pool, or if they've been sweating excessively, all right. Keep your babies up under one out of the sun as much as you can. Dress them in light, dress your baby in lightweight, light colored clothing with long sleeves and long pants. See, there you go. Now, I'm doing a Nutri right now. I'm reading from my source because I wanted to make sure I got you some detailed information, and that is SeattleChildren's.org. Okay, slash health safety slash keep kids healthy. All right. Um, Let me see. Make sure sunglasses. They make sunglasses for babies.
What?
Yes. Yeah. You ain't never seen that. Oh, yeah. It's cutest
Cute
thing.
little thing.
Cutest thing. So if you
What?
find
No,
your baby some sunglasses,
I'm out of the loop.
lightweight sunglasses.
I don't know that.
And make sure they provide 100% UV protection. All right. When it's 90 degrees or above and humid, children shouldn't typically play outside or exercise for more than 30 minutes at a time. All right. We've heard tragic stories in the past about children out in schools and they're exercising, the coach is working them out. The kid wants to stop, the coach is like, quit being a punk. No. We teach your child. If they have to stop, they have to stop. And they need to drink water, and the coach or the adults around should make sure that that is being done as well. They should not be overrunning these children, overeating them. Overeating is, oh my gosh, I go through that. So,
You go through that not because of no exercise.
I'm not going to get into it, okay? But I know the feeling, all right? It's not cool. Make sure they drink plenty of water. Keep them with a bottle of water. Keep them with their little, they got the cutest little water cups, I swear. Keep them with one and make sure they take breaks to cool off in the shade, in the shade, or bring them inside. When they need to sit down and cool off. Please be very attentive and vigilant to the children when it comes to the sun. And that's all I got. Oh, Amazon. I'm sorry, Dimitri.
Yeah.
You wanted to know about Amazon. What?
Amazon. Well, we was talking it up about Amazon. KBZ actually brought it up about Amazon possibly having employment for children, and we were wondering, is that a viable source of employment for children?
Not that I have seen anywhere in my Amazon dealings. 18 and up is the age.
18 and up is the age to work in the plants. But if you're doing online, how do they know how you are? If you're doing some of the customer service and some of the other
Well, you do. I know
internet platforms.
You have to submit documentation,
Yes,
and we want to make sure that when they doing it, we want them to be qualified for what they're trying to do, all across the board. But as a reflection, no. I mean, at the end of the day, I guess theoretically you could work under somebody else's name. I wouldn't suggest that, but no, I'm about to address that right now. And on this transparency, getting to know. Don't go out there and try to do something that ain't right. Don't go trying to slick the government, be somebody you're not, or falsify your information, because it will come back to haunt you.
Yes, it will.
It ain't. I would never suggest that. But it's a good point, because a lot of these kids might look at online jobs. And I'm glad you brought that up, KBZ, because I personally would try to steer this youth generation away from online jobs, because online seems to be their problem. They have no social skills,
Right.
so they don't They need to get in the work field with people that can teach them how to socialize on a job, communicate, have ethics, and all of those things that go along with it. Um, but I'm gonna jump back to piggyback off of Black EB. Then I gotta pay some bills after that, and we'll come back and we'll wrap up the show. Um, Definitely have your water. And while you were speaking, Black EP, for the children and the sun, also, if your kid has asthma, make sure they have the inhaler, the breathing treatment, whatever that figures out to be for them, or any other medication that they may need. And people, please, everybody, I don't care where you are on earth, you don't even have to be here in the United States, wherever you're listening, please check your car. Don't leave your kids in the car. Don't roll down the window, crack it, leave it running or whatever. It's so many things that can go wrong with that. You leave a kid in the car with the engine running and the AC on. I was privy to watch a kid that did that, backed out their grandma's car, didn't get far, but when they went forward, they slammed it into a wall. And the kid was like 12. And that's because someone left that child in the car by themselves. And that child should have went with you. If you can't take your child and be responsible moving forward, and your child is not ready for that type of responsibility, they need to go where you go. And they don't need to be left in the car or forgotten in a car seat. I still don't understand how that happens.
I don't either.
Okay? Like, we'll cover that in another show. But right now,
real quick before you go on the water tip, you need to get your own pitcher, preferably glass, and put you either lemons or oranges in it, and put that in your children's water bottle because that helps with the electrolytes, and the kids need electrolytes because you can drink a lot of water and it still not hydrate your body.
Okay, I'm gonna say this, then I'm really gonna go to commercial. Electrolytes. I'm addicted to Gatorade. It has electrolytes, but it carries a lot of sugar. So unless you get Gatorade Zero, don't try to pump your kids full of Gatorade. They have Pedialyte and other sources too, but what KBZ just said is the best way, natural. Now, without any further delay, I really do have to cut to our advertisement for the day. At least I'm trying to.
Visit wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station. We are strong, we are resilient, and we will get through this together. But these are stressful times, and it's important to also practice good self-care. It's normal to feel overwhelmed, anxious, or afraid, but there is hope. Reach out to someone, connect with your friends, stay in touch with your community, and know that you are not alone. Learn more at wearebroadcasters.com/hope, furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Somos fuertes, pero son tiempos estresantes. Comuníquese con alguien, conéctese con sus amigos y sepa que no está solo. Visita wearebroadcasters.com/hope, empresa de la National Association of Broadcasters y de esta estación. Somos fuertes, somos resilientes y superaremos esto juntos. Pero son tiempos estresantes y es importante practicar también un buen cuidado personal. Es normal sentirse abrumado, sin embargo, hay esperanza. Comuníquese con alguien, conéctese con sus amigos, manténgase en contacto con su comunidad y sepa que no está solo. Obtenga más información en wearebroadcasters.com/hope, que empresa de la National Association of Broadcasters y de esta estación.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveForTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit
Everybody got about a minute. They can wrap up what they got to say because we get close to the
your
time.
doctor about screening. SaveForTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
That was
Has dado el primer paso y dejaste de fumar, pero hasta los exfumadores todavía pueden correr el riesgo de cáncer de pulmón. Salvatupulmón.org te informa que ahora hay una nueva tomografía de baja dosis que puede detectar el cáncer de pulmón temprano. Solo toma 60 segundos y podría salvarte. Has dado el primer paso. Ahora da el siguiente. Visita salvatupulmón.org para un cuestionario simple para ver si eres elegible para la tomografía y habla con tu doctor. Salvatupulmón.org es presentado por la iniciativa Lung First de la Asociación Americana del Pulmón y el Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary. All right, all right, all right. Thank you for listening to our ads for the day in multiple languages. And I really love that because we do have people that don't only speak English listening to WAIF. And it's just beautiful how diverse we really are here at WAIF. Now we are down to our last 10 or so minutes of the show. And I want to close out to make sure we get to leave you with our last little tidbits. And we'll probably follow up at the end of this month, since this month has 5 Wednesdays, with more reminders about getting your child into a program or job for the summer. We probably won't go as far in depth, but as always, you can watch us on YouTube and play the show back and get the information. You can hit us up in an email. You can also call our office phone and leave your contact information so we can get the info to you. And when we do our YouTubes, we'll put the links to everything we mentioned on the show on the YouTube. Now, before I go, I'm going to let everybody do like a 1-minute exit and wrap it up so I can get the contact information into y'all. Sis, Jala, did we mention the part about the museum and the Eden Park yet?
No, not
We didn't?
yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and KBZ, you might know more about this too. The museum, Cincinnati Art Museum in Eden Park, on Thursdays, you can visit like paid exhibits for free. Now, it might be every Thursday or maybe a third Thursday, but what you can do is go to CincinnatiArtMuseum.org and you can look up what is actually which Thursday for paid exhibits are free. Also, the admission to the art museum is always free. And they have a lot of free stuff down there for you to do to enrich your culture and share expanding the horizon of your child's life too. We as a crew here at Getting to Know, we always try to do different things and learn outside of what our norm is. So I want to make sure we got that out there. Check out the Cincinnati Art Museum. Free exhibitions. I think it's Thursdays. I'm not sure how often on Thursdays, but it's at least one Thursday out the month. And y'all can check them out at CincinnatiArtMuseum.org. So I'll start with you, KBZ. What you want to leave them with? We got about a minute apiece, and then I got to wrap it up.
Well, kids about to be out of school. Let's find some viable options for our children over the summer. We do not want mothers going to jail because they got to work and they got to leave the kids at home. So if you have to pay a family member or a young person in your neighborhood that's trustworthy to watch your kids, please do that because they will lock you up for that. And most of us as mothers understand.
Yes.
We get it. And those of us in our community understand that it's really targeted at us. But so, that's why we did this program, to make sure you had the options and opportunities to buy into something.
That part.
Yes. That was some valuable information.
Let's shake that up.
Well, I would like to weigh in on one last thing. I do not want to leave out the recreation centers because we have a lot of those in our neighborhoods as well that provide for the youth and the children. And when you get a chance, go on to Google Cincinnati Recreation Commission to see what opportunities they have there for you all. Or you could go to the website Ohio is Cincinnati web.myvscloud.com. But check those out so we could try to keep our children busy and keep them occupied and less distracted from the streets and negative things. And parents, if you all do not pray, please say a prayer when you wake up in the morning to cover our children. So when they walk out the door, the Lord will be protecting them and watching over them and helping them to make better decisions and choices.
Hey man, we gotta shake that up. Shake that up, that bitch. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Oh, and the Cincinnati Zoo summer camp. I forgot all about that one. You know what? It's so much that children could do. Parents, please take the time out and go on to the website and Google Recreation Center, Google the YMCA, Google Cincinnati Zoo, and activities for children to do for the summertime. I will guarantee you can't find something that will accommodate our budget if we do not have a high budget. So please check them out. And you all have a blessed day.
Amen, amen, amen. Black Evie. 1 minute and out.
Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I didn't get to all my safety tips, but I'll just kind of bullet point some for you. Water safety. All right. Watch those babies around that water. Do not take your eye off of them even for a second. If you think you have to turn your head, make sure another adult has eyes on them around that water. Okay? Wear those life jackets. Make sure they have life jackets, especially if you're going on vacation. It is very important. Make sure you check the height of the water. The safety height is what, 3 feet? So make sure you know the height of the water. Make sure if they're around any water sources, the little spray water sources where they can go and run under the little spray things.
Spray grounds. Yeah.
I remember the fire hydrant back in the day.
So watch the babies when you're around the water sources. When you're doing your lawn care, make sure the babies up under 5 are inside or far away from lawnmowers or lawn type tools. Don't let any children under 12 years old use a lawnmower. All right? Don't let them do it. If it's a driving lawnmower, 16 and over. Don't let nobody 15, 14, 13 because they're playing video games and they think they know how to drive.
And fly planes and all kinds of stuff.
Don't do it. Do not do it. Make sure that the kids are safe and geared up for any riding or activities such as bike rides, scooters, anything with wheels. Anything with wheels that can go fast. Make sure they have on a helmet, knee pads, elbow pads. Make sure they have on their PPE to play.
And if you don't know what PPE is, personal protective equipment. Okay.
There you go. Make sure watching them on the playgrounds. Okay, playgrounds is just as dangerous as water. So make sure that you have eyes on them in the playgrounds, on the swings, these wood chips that are, that they walk on. Just watch the babies. Okay, keep it clean, keep it safe for the babies, and I'm out.
That part right there. I will mention that John Love was in the studio when you was talking about the spray grounds. I thought that was so cute when they said spray grounds. But John Love did pull me back into, when we was growing up, that was a fire hydrant.
Yes, fire hydrant water. Yes.
Okay, that's how we did that.
Yeah, miniature block parties with the fire hydrant.
Exactly.
Summertime.
And wait a minute, we didn't have no PPE, no helmet, no elbow pads, no nothing. We didn't have no water. We played outside all day long. They used to tell us we didn't come back home till we was hot, hungry, or tired.
Exactly.
Yes. But these kids ain't built like that no more.
Mm-mm.
So
Mm-mm.
I don't know what they put in the Similac, the isomil or what, but that's for another show.
Yeah.
All right. I'm down to 3 minutes, so I want to make sure I get the contact info in for the show in case you missed some links, because we spit out a whole bunch of links today. As always, thank you to the Getting to Know team for the work y'all do on the show and behind the scenes, and the transparency and the dedication that you have. Because we all know this is a radio show that is not a paid situation. We do this from our heart and our passion. And we do need donations to keep going forward. So I'm going to give you opportunities the way you can donate to our show, our listeners and corporations with like missions of our own. It gives everybody a chance to be heard and get some resources. So, again, thank you, Getting to Know team.
Yes.
I really appreciate y'all.
You're welcome.
Yes, yes. So, as we close today's episode, remember, free your minds, open your hearts, and breathe as you journey through your day and you enjoy resting peacefully through your night. I'm your host, Mitri, and thank you for joining me. And remember to stay in the know, spread the word. We on here every Wednesday from 1 to 2. You can listen to us at WAIF 88.3 Cincinnati or WAIFradio.org. Now, if you want to get in touch with me for some info, we can shout it out on the show, and you want to get that YouTube link and everything, email me at Mitri, that's Metri, at GITK.com. That's Mitri, Metri, at GITK.com. You can leave me a message on my office phone too at 513-930-2478. Also, you can check us out on YouTube, which will have the shows uploaded that we record here in the studio. We have a great videographer who chops and screws everything. Very, very good team member we have on the show. You probably won't ever hear from him, but that's his work that you see on our YouTube channel. That's same old. But you can check us out on YouTube at youtube.com/at Get in the Know radio show. In the videos will be the links to everything we said on the show, so you can see it right there. Lastly, please help keep us on the air at WAIF by donating at WAIFradio.org, or you can mail in a check or money order to 1434 East McMillan Street, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45206. If you're mailing a check or money order, please put Get in the Know, and it's the show that should get the credit. If you do it online at WAIFradio.org, it's a box that asks you which show should get the credit. Go ahead on and get that credit to Get in the Know. And every $25 or more donation receives a gift candle set from Get in the Know, authentic. Me and my baby girl, we made them together, and I have some things that I have extracted with her that is a limited supply because we and her won't be able to make any more together. Now, until we meet again, y'all stay tuned, because up next is the Sunday Drive with Dean Hart. One love always, and I release you in peace. Nah,
Yeah.
but that was weird though, 'cause